not know what concoction you might send me by air tomorrow. I had a little bit of a cold yesterday, so if you could send me something from today, I'll be a very happy boy. And we got some stocks here, which are quite rare sometimes to see. And these are the African Openbill stock. African Openbill stock. And you can see them. I was trying to count them earlier, and I counted up to 70, and then I lost the count. Quite unusual to see them in such big flocks. And definitely they are where they are for only one reason: food. They'll be feeding on any living water organism there. They tend to love shallow water areas, be it shrimps, mollusks, and that is what they'll be feeding on. Very unusual beaks they got. As their name suggests, open-bill stock. If you look at them carefully, the beak comes out as one piece, then as it goes to end, it has a little opening. And we have seen them sometimes eating and the food falling off. It's just like, a human being who is missing a tooth or two, and you see food falling out of the mouth. But at the moment, having fed very well, I think they're just grooming themselves. And it's about what? It's about going. Yes, I also agree with you. Wow. I don't remember the last time I saw. Manu tells me he thinks there could be 100. I counted 70. James said 75. But Manu thinks there could be 100. Look at those two there. And I would also say, wow, great comment from you there. It's quite unusual to see them in such a huge flock of maybe 100 strong. I think, Manu, you make a bit of sense to say about 100. And with the light there, you can see the glossy feathers on them, just like what you'd see in the Hadada ibis. But these are the African open-bill stock. Feeding will not stop before darkness comes. Mollusks. And they'd use the open parts of their beak to crush any shrimp or mollusk they'll catch that will not die before they swallow it. And chances are, as darkness comes, they tend to perch or roost on top of trees like the guinea fowls. So if you come here another maybe 1 hour or 2 hours from now, without the darkness, I doubt you'll see any one of them here. And again, they move in great numbers, and that's how it makes them survive. Another vehicle there, just enjoying these great flocks, isn't it? Sammy, very good question, and you're asking, do storks migrate? Yes, they do migrate, and not, I can't remember the last time I saw these storks here. These storks, the white storks, the yellow-billed storks, in general, all storks will migrate. In general, all storks will migrate, and the most that do the biggest migration are the white storks. Some of them will go all the way to Europe. We have what you call the Eurasian storks. They either migrate there for breeding, and then they come back here when they have babies. And that's a very good question. And I remember when I was a small boy, because in the family I come from, I am the firstborn. And when we got our thirdborn, I wasn't very sure about our secondborn. Our thirdborn is a girl, and I was a bit clever and I could tell. I mean, there's a new baby in the house, and my mother could not exactly tell me how the new baby came in. And mother told me, "Didn't you hear the storks coming last night?" I said, "No, I was sleeping." "What about the storks?" "The storks brought the baby." So even today, we have so many kids, like in the village I come from, who know that babies are brought by storks, and most of the white storks. So yes, storks do migrate. And I doubt if you come here a few months from now, these African open-billed storks will be here. Fantastic. Yaka says, great joy, and what a big number to see them together. What a huge flock. And they'll always choose, as I said earlier, shallow areas where they'll easily access the food. And as it gets dark, because they have spent the better part of the day in the water, and they'll